Have you ever looked around and thought, every other mum seems to have it together, so why can't I? I used to think I was the worst mum in the world. Honestly, I did. My children didn't listen and I lost my temper too easily. And every night I'd promise myself tomorrow would be better. But tomorrow never came. Until I discovered something that changed everything. In this episode, I want to share that story with you. The real one. The one that took me from guilt and exhaustion to feeling peace, connection and joy. Alhamdulillah. Welcome to the Happy Home podcast, where we help Muslim mothers create success and happiness in their personal, professional and family life and raise their children as happy, pious and productive Muslims. My name is Sayed-Hossen and I am your host and the founder of the Happy Home Institute. You see, every morning I'd see other moms who seemed so calm. They were smiling. They were so organised, while I could barely get my children to school on time. I was just trying to survive. But today, alhamdulillah, I am that mum who sings and plays with her children. The one who feels calm, connected and joyful. Alhamdulillah. And I want you to know, my sister, that this is possible for you too. You know that dread? That sinking feeling when you see others doing it so beautifully, while you're still replaying the moment you lost it with your child. I was living a double life. There was a version of me that the world saw, and the version inside my home. And I often wondered, what if people found out how terribly I was failing? And now, subhanallah, here I am, telling the world myself, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Because I know so many mothers are living the same pain, just in silence. You see, I thought I was broken. I thought the problem was me. It was the reason why my children didn't listen. I was not a natural mother. That's what I told myself. So I gave up on change. I told myself, just endure it with patience. Maybe Allah will reward me for that even if I fail at parenting. And there it was. I told myself I was broken. I told myself it was me. I was the problem. And I told myself, well, of course, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not a natural mother. I don't know what I'm doing. That there kept me stuck. Because what I didn't realize was it's the way you speak to yourself. It's what you say to yourself. That is what is creating your life. So you can imagine, if I thought I was broken, then how would I behave? If I thought that I wasn't a natural mum, then how would I lead my children? If I thought I was the problem, then how could I ever realize it wasn't about whose fault it was? It was about learning how to parent, how to lead, how to connect with my children no matter how different they were from each other, how to connect with them even when they didn't listen. Because I blamed myself, I didn't realize all I needed was training. Parenting is a skill. It's a training we all need, just like when we are training for any leadership role. In the world of work, that training is given so much importance. But inside the home, it's assumed that we already know how to do it. And for some, yes, it comes naturally if they have seen and grown up with examples around them of the way they want to parent. But many of us grow up focusing on the bits we don't like, the bits that we want to be different from. And so therefore, we're trying to create something new. We're trying to become the best mum we can be. Without help, that is difficult. Because how do we change? I know what I want. How do I get there? And because I struggled on my own, because I expected to be perfect, and the best version of myself meant someone who never made mistakes, who knew it all and got it right, my struggle led to the conclusion that I was a failure, that I couldn't do it. I must be broken. I must not be a natural mum. Instead of realizing I needed help, I needed training, I blamed myself. I condemned myself. And then I gave up. But there's a part of me that will never want to give up on my happiness and my children's happiness. I sought help. And that's when I realized I don't need to become perfect. There's nothing wrong with me. I am not broken. I just needed help to change and become who I wanted to be. That moment changed everything. And I started learning how to connect, how to become the mum I wanted to be. I also understood parenting in a way I'd never understood before, that it is not about control, but it's about connection. It's not about raising little human beings to become robots that just do as they're told. It's about guiding your child to thriving and becoming the best they can be. And it wasn't about condemning myself for my mistakes. It was about bringing out the best in me. So now that I have found that path, I couldn't keep it to myself. That's why I left my career as a solicitor 10 years ago and trained as a parenting coach. Since then, alhamdulillah, I have trained Muslim mothers to transform their homes, from chaos to calm, from guilt to joy, from frustration to connection, from broken to thriving. And now, my sister, I want to share with you some practical lessons that you can take from my story to get you started on your journey. You see, it's not that you're a failure just because you've tried to change and you can't. We need to learn how to become who we want to be. We all know who we want to be, what sort of mum we want to be, how we want to show up. But we do need to learn how to change our behaviors, our responses, our emotions that are set on default. Number 2, you're not a bad mum just because you don't know what you're doing. You see, to gain real confidence, we need to understand the psychology behind parenting and the skill of applying those lessons into our life. It's not about what you know, it's about what you apply. And we need help for that. Like, I know what I need to say and do, but I need help to apply in the moment. Just because you're struggling with that doesn't mean you're a bad mum. And number 3, you don't need to be perfect. You could never be perfect. You are created as a perfectly imperfect human being who will make mistakes. That even if you know what to do, sometimes you will still forget and you will make mistakes. Don't focus on a standard of perfection for yourself, because you will apply that to your children and expect from them what they cannot do either. Just focus on connecting with them, on being present and enjoying the moment with them. Those moments, that is where we all thrive. And number 4, know that you are not alone. That when you tell yourself, I'm the only mum who doesn't know what I'm doing, that is not true. Until I started this journey, I didn't know what I was doing. The hundreds of mothers who have worked with me, they didn't know what they were doing until they came to be trained and understand, right, this is how your child is thinking. This is why your child is rebelling. This is how you help them to manage their emotions, or to stop fighting with their siblings, or to thrive when they're insecure or not feeling confident. You're not alone in struggling, but we do need to learn how to help our children with the challenges that every child goes through. If you are ready to create peace and calm in your home, I'd love to guide you personally. Whether you're starting on your journey with me or ready to go deeper, there is a next step for you. If you haven't joined yet, I have a new 4-week free parenting training that's coming up, where I'll be sharing the exact steps and mindset that transformed my home from chaos to calm. In it, I'll be giving you practical steps that you can implement straight away. And if you've already attended a similar 4-week parenting training with me before, or you are ready for a more personalized guidance, you can book a one-to-one free consultation with me. Together, we'll work on the areas where you want the most transformation and connection with your children, and create a plan for how you solve the struggles you're going through. You'll find the link to both the training and the consultation below in the description. This is the path to peace, ease, and connection. So with love and peace, I'll leave you there. Your coach, Amina Sayed-Hossen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.